Hello, Scorpio. How are we doing? Welcome to April 2018. We're doing things a little differently. If you haven't noticed, we're going to keep it short and sweet. Um, Mercury retrograde is in full effect. It's Aries season, and I want to do whatever I want. I'm very in a independent mood, and I've been working on a lot of projects, working a lot of overtime, so haven't been able to give everyone the long readings. So we're going to do it short. I hope everyone is well. Let's ask Spirit to give us God-given guidance for Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio. Excuse me. I'm having a little tongue-tiededness. Mercury retrograde, right? So we start off with the Judgment reverse, and the Judgment is a card. If you think about the Rapture, it's all hell breaks loose, and then Archangel Gabriel comes down, he blows his horn, and he says, look, do you want to stay in this shit show, or do you want to come up to heaven with me and be among God, be among the heavens, be among good? And so it's a judgment call, right? Whenever it's reversed, it means that the wrong judgment was made. So it's like perhaps you just got out of a period where you had an opportunity to elevate, right? To level up, to move to the next level, and you chose to do the same thing. Doesn't mean that that opportunity is gone forever. It just means that whenever you hear that call again, then you need to listen to your higher self. And listening to, Archangel Gabriel, if he comes down and blows his horn and says, you want to come with me, that is scary. Even if we are living in a shit show, it's what we know. And so it can be scary to just surrender to God and be like, I don't know where this is going, but I trust you. But that's what you have to do essentially in judgment. You have to do what is right and what you feel God wants you to do, what you feel like a higher power wants you to do. So the next time that happens, you also my advice every time I see judgment is because Archangel Gabriel blows his horn. Listen to music, listen to the words in music, and listen to how it makes you feel. Sometimes the words don't match the feelings of the music. So really listen to what the music is eliciting from you whenever you listen to it. Next, we have the Page of Swords. You could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. The Page of Swords is someone... in this particular deck, it is a spy card. So either you are spying on someone or someone is spying on you, usually internet stalking. But this is gathering information. The Page of Swords is my little orphan child. This is someone who is very wise, ahead of their time, right? Old for their age, an old soul. And they want to talk about the deep issues. You might have felt this way as a kid, so this could be your inner child, but I know a lot of Scorpios are very intense and serious, right? So you want to get down to the deep stuff. You don't want to make small talk. You want to get down to what people think about life and death and what's on the other side, right? And then with the Page of Swords is someone who wants to talk about all the deep issues, who wants to talk about all the serious matters, and then he goes to his parents and he says, let's talk about, the economy and politics and stuff like that, and his parents are like, go away, kid, you don't know anything, right? Shoo, 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 let the adults talk. And so the Page of Swords is someone who feels neglected, abandoned, feels you might feel interrupted or hushed or cut off. And so the Page of Swords can take on this energy of fine, I'll do it myself. I was born alone, I'll die alone, I'm just going to do everything on my own, and I'm running away from home, and I don't need anyone else. So that could be you, or that could be someone in your vicinity. We also have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Pentacles is a card about upright. It's the independent woman card. All the rings on me, I bought it. All the shoes I'm wearing. You know that song. But it's single ladies, independent, Beyonce, I don't need no man type of card, right? This is a woman who has her own home, and she is a great hostess, and she loves showing off her home. But she earned it. She bought it. She bought her home. She bought her car. She pays her bills on time. She is good at using her resources. She's very thrifty, very practical with her materials, her material world, and like she's smart about like using leftovers and stuff like that, right? But she is very independent and self-sufficient. Whenever it's reversed, it can mean several things reversed. But since we have this inner child of feeling like shut out from someone, you know, he's like looking, he's on the outside looking in, right? So you may have felt like, I was born alone, I'll die alone, you know, I'll do everything on my own. And so this Nine of Pentacles to me says, like, you're not like, you're wanting to do, you're with some help, right? You're wanting to go through life with, like, not having to do it alone, right? You can do it alone, but you would like some help in your life. So I'm feeling like I'm sensing a little bit of resentment as far as having to do everything by yourself. Even if you're in a partnership, I feel like maybe you have had to pick up some weight, like carry the weight of your partner for the time being. Next we have the Nine of Cups. So this can mean two things. This can mean, it's the Fat and Happy card. So it can mean things in excess, like drinking too much, eating too much, doing too much drugs, sex addiction, shopping addictions, anything like that. But it also means wish fulfillment. And because those two tie hand in hand, it's like enjoying, savoring foods, right? Being in the moment and enjoying the like great wine. Is putting you in a spot where you're appreciative of the present and you can radiate the frequency to bring about your wishes and bring about all that you want, right? So in this time of enjoying great food, great wine, great sex, all of that, just make sure that you are being appreciative instead of being overindulgent. Like, you know, you can like savor even like a greasy pizza, right? You can savor a greasy pizza without eating the whole box. Stuff like that. Let's get some clarifiers because I feel like I need more messages for Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio. Spirit, spirit, spirit. What are the messages for Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio? For Scorpio, let me know if any of this resonates. You might have someone coming back from the past, or you might be thinking about memories because we have the Six of Cups here. And the Six of Cups in this deck, this could also be dealing with children. So you might have a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini child. But the Six of Cups here, it's always fond memories. It's like, you know, this granny is reading to her children and telling them like stories we all used to believe in, right? Like fairy tales of, you know, the prince sweeps the princess off her feet and they live happily ever after, right? And so it's being in this time of like still believing, right? Still believing in those fairy tales and those happily ever afters. Let me get a few more messages for Scorpio and all those who love Scorpio. And that definitely deals with the, like I was saying, the Nine of Cups, about enjoying the present. I mean, like, even if you're thinking of the past, like savoring the memories of the past, I feel. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups reversed. We have the King of Wands. And we have the Hierophant reversed and the Devil. Ooh. So I'm thinking there is, there might be some trouble with addictions because, you know, we had this Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups wasn't reversed, but I feel like it was like a warning for like substance abuse stuff. And this is for some of you, obviously, not for all of you. But the Devil... the Devil is our like negative inner chatter, so it's like you're not good enough, you suck, you know, she'll never love you, you'll never be able to have the life you have. You know, it's like the antithesis of this, where you believe and you're hopeful and you expect all your dreams to come true, right? This is like doubt and worry and fear. And whenever the Devil shows up, if we haven't mastered the Devil, because in a way he can like kind of work with us and help us, but in other ways, like if you haven't learned to sort of get a rein on him, then that eventually leads to addictions, because we cover up those worries, we cover up those doubts, we cover up those fears with drugs, with alcohol, with anything to give us that like zing of serotonin or dopamine or whatever, right? So we want to get rid of those negative thoughts and we cover them up instead of like telling the devil who's boss. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Taurus because we have the Hierophant here. You could also be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. But with the Three of Cups, again, it could mean a three-party situation for a very small few of you. But in this particular deck, I see three friends and they're getting ready to go out, right? So this could mean upside down, just drinking too much with your friends, partying too much with the girls, right? We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is like very sexy, very popular, very funny, sporty, and fiery, fun to be around. And so perhaps going out with friends, like that's your time to be that kind of person. So there might be some addiction to that, right? Like you like yourself better whenever you're drinking, but some of you might need to like learn to accept Scorpio for who Scorpio is instead of like, shiny party Scorpio, right? And that's only for some of you. We have the Hierophant reverse. The Hierophant is about institution. This is longer than the other readings. The Hierophant is about institution. We see the temple or capital behind him. So this could mean like government, religion, even your job. Just something that's very structured, corporate, by the book, right? We see sheep too. So this is definitely someone who's like on the pulpit, on the witness stand or whatever. He's speaking his truth, right? And then these sheep are following him. So whenever it's reversed, I feel like you are going to have to find some sort of unconventional means to, well, for some of you, you're going to have to find an unconventional means to bring out your Scorpio-ness, right? To like love your Scorpio-ness. And I think for others, for a very small few of you, you might actually want to go back to church because the Hierophant can mean my God card. So when we have like the devil and then God right here, if church is something that you connect with, then you might want to step in this Sunday. If you don't connect with church, then it's saying whenever you feel times of self-doubt and worry and fear, then talk to God and instead of like covering up with drugs, alcohol, sex, shopping, anything like that. Let me know if that resonated. I think that was for a specific few Scorpios. It's going a little longer than these month's readings have been, but I love you very much and I will see you next time.